Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Compensation and Benefits Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Wanjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, okay, we are into Unit 3 of the subject, and we are learning a chapter related to external competitiveness, determining the mix level mix and pay structures. Okay, so let me share the screen and share the PowerPoint slides with you. So after a quick review, I will continue with the chapter. Okay, so students, I hope you can see the PowerPoint slides. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so we are into chapter number 8, which is related to external competitiveness. So if you can recall a pay model, which we discussed in chapter number 1. Okay, so it has 3 building blocks. One is objectives, policies, and techniques. Okay, so objectives were covered in chapter number 2 itself in the compensation strategy. And related to the policy, there are basically 4 policy choices. Okay, starting from internal alignment, external competitiveness, employee contribution, and management. So all the decisions taken with respect to objectives, policies, and techniques, okay, form the compensation strategy of an organization. So now we are learning the second policy choice, external competitiveness. In the previous chapter, we learned the definition of external competitiveness and the factors that influence external competitiveness of a compensation strategy. So in this chapter, which is again related to external competitiveness, but we are learning how an organization determines the pay level, how much to pay, what should be the forms of the pay, and what should be the pay structure within the organization, as well as in comparison with the competitors. So chapter number 8, titled Designing Pay Levels, Mix and Pay Structures, that is what we are learning. So far, okay, so we have discussed the major decisions, specify competitive pay policy, the purpose of a survey, select relevant market competitors, design the survey, interpret survey results, and construct a market line. So this is from where we have to begin now, how to construct a market line. So what is the meaning of it, and it will be explained with the help of examples. And then how a company balances internal and external pressures we are going to learn today, as well as market pricing. Okay, means the ultimate structure of the compensation in comparison with competitors. So if you check out this, okay, exhibit 8.1, external competitiveness, pay relationships among organizations, how it is determined. So we have learned this stages 1, 2, and 3. So we are going to continue from here. Okay, stage 4, that is draw policy lines or market line. Okay, so I'll quickly browse through these stages, specify policies, select market, and design a survey. Okay, so specify competitive pay policy. We learned the meaning of survey in this context, then purpose of the survey, then who should be interviewed, that is nothing but the direct competitors in the industry and their pay structures, then how to conduct the survey. Okay, right from who should be involved, how many employers should be included, that is sample size, then which jobs to include, as there are variety of jobs in an organization, what are the benchmark jobs, then what information to collect during the survey. Okay, then how to verify the data and interpret the results. Okay, and how to update the survey data based on which a market line can be created, or which is also called as a market pay line. Okay, so first let's understand what is the market line or a market pay line. See, whatever information is gathered during the previous stage through the survey about the compensation structure of the competitors, a market pay line is constructed. Okay, so yeah, before even I could explain, so this solid line what you can see is nothing but a market pay line or a market line. Okay, so I'll come to it a couple of minutes later. So first let me make you understand what a market pay line is. A market pay line links a company's benchmark jobs. Okay, so which jobs were considered during the survey? Which jobs were considered during the survey? Okay, while interviewing the competitors' pay structures. Okay, so a market line links a company's benchmark jobs on the horizontal axis. Okay, a company's benchmark jobs on the horizontal axis and with market rates paid by competitors. So horizontal, it is the horizontal, it is the company's benchmark jobs. Okay, job AB, job CDEF, job GHIJK, job LMN, job OP, like this. And market rates paid by competitors on the vertical axis. Okay, so vertical is this. So market rates paid by the competitors, it is in dollars. Okay, that is the actual salary paid. Okay, so now let me complete. A market line links a company's benchmark jobs on the horizontal axis with market rates paid by competitors. Say for example, if the one of the benchmark job is a sales representative, okay, field sales executives. Second benchmarking job is sales representatives inside sales. Third benchmark job is a telemarketing executives, say for example. Okay, so these are represented along the x-axis or horizontally, and for each of these benchmark jobs, say for example sales representative, field executives, how much salary is paid by different companies. Okay, that is represented on the vertical axis or y-axis. Say for example sales representatives inside sales. Okay, so how much salary is paid by the competitors for the job of inside sales. So a market line links a company's benchmark jobs on the horizontal axis with market rates paid by competitors on the vertical axis. It summarizes the distribution of going rates paid by competitors in the market. Okay, so this solid line is nothing but the summary. Okay, or this is the pay policy line, or you can call it market pay line or market line. So the company in question may decide to stay above this line or stay below this line. Okay, so I hope the idea of market pay line is clear, because the company is determining a pay structure okay, in comparison with the competitors. Hence, the company need to construct a market pay line based on the payment of the benchmark jobs by the competitors and allocating them on a graph. And two parts of the total pay model have merged. So one is the internally aligned structure, which we have already learned. So this is the horizontal axis. Okay, so horizontally where the jobs are represented, that is nothing but internal alignment. Okay, and vertically what is aligned in the graph is external competitive data. Okay, external competitive data means how much salary is paid by the competitors for the benchmark jobs. Then two aspects of the pay structure have to be considered by the company. So one is the pay policy line and second one is the pay ranges, both of which we are going to consider in the next slide. So this is the pay policy line. Okay, this is what the company has constructed after conducting a survey of the benchmark jobs in the competitor firms. So whether the company is deciding to stay above this line or below this line. So that is one of the major decisions. And whatever it is, okay, whether the company is planning to pay above this line or below this line, okay, what should be the ranges? Range represents the difference between minimum to maximum. Because within an organization, a company may pay different salary to different jobs. So though there are many employees working in an organization, all employees will not receive the same salary. So within an hierarchy also, within a given hierarchy for different jobs, different salaries will be there. So what should be the minimum and maximum salary? So that is the range upon which the company needs to decide. Okay. So if you look at this, okay, pay grades or the market line. Okay. So for job AB, okay, so this is the minimum or the maximum salary what the company can pay. This is how market pay line is constructed. Okay, this is based on what competitors are paying. Okay, so it looks like in the hierarchy from lower level to higher level, the level of pay or amount paid goes on increasing. Okay, and as you can see at the lower level the difference between the minimum and maximum is low, and as the structure level in the structure goes on, okay, becoming higher the okay level in the organization structure, larger is the difference between the minimum and maximum pay. So this is how a company can design a market pay line which will become a guideline, okay, for constructing a competitive pay structure. Okay, then stage 5, the company need to balance the internal and external pressures, okay, by adjusting the pay structure. So that is we have learned in internal alignment. Okay, then internal structure is created, different hierarchical levels, and in each level, depending on the job description, okay, the salary is determined. So this internal structure, okay, enables a company to create a structure and design the job descriptions and pay accordingly for each job, and decide how much to pay for each job within the organization. This is internal. Okay, so there will be internal constraints like a cost to company or total costs of the company. Okay, then that alone is not sufficient. The company also need to consider the external pressures. If the company succumbs only to the internal pressures like cost, then its pay may not be competitive in the external labor market. In that case, the company will not be able to attract good talented employees in the market. And without the good employees, without the talented employees, the company's performance will not be very good. So that is the reason why the company to adjust its pay structures, keeping in mind the internal pressures as well as considering the competitive pressures, how much the competitors are paying. Okay. So after which a market pricing is determined. Pay strategies that emphasize external competitiveness and de-emphasize internal alignment. Okay, so market pricing, if a company is going to consider the market pricing, it means it is going to give significance to external pressures, how much the competitors are paying, irrespective of the total costs of the company or how much the compensation is going to cost to the company. Okay, the company will give emphasizes on the external pressures, or the company gives importance to external, okay, competitiveness, okay, in the job market, and it pays a high salary. Okay, so market pricing, pay strategies that emphasize external competitiveness. Company decides to pay a high salary in order to remain competitive in the job market, in order to attract the best talent in the labor market, and it ignores or de-emphasizes the internal alignment. Okay, so that is referred as market pricing. How much the competitors are paying the compensation, you pay equal or more than that. Okay, ignoring the internal pressures or internal alignment. Sets pay structures almost exclusively on external market rates. So the meaning is company ignores the internal pressures. Okay, then its a pay structure or pay decision will be almost depends on the external market rates. External market rate means for the same job how much the competitors are paying. That is what is considered as market pricing. The objective of considering this strategy is to base most of the internal pay structure on the external rates. It means the internal alignment will be influenced by the external pay structures of the competitors. So I repeat, okay, internal alignment of an organization will be influenced, greatly influenced by the external rates or the pay structures offered by the competitor firm for the same jobs. Okay, so breaking down the boundaries between the internal organization and the external market forces. Okay, so I hope the concept of market pricing is clear and with its objectives. Then the final step, competitive pay levels, mix and structures. Okay, so based on whatever stages the company has gone through, the process that it has gone through, the output of that or the outcome of that is pay level. Okay, means how much to pay. Mix means what should be the forms of pay in the total compensation and what should be the proportion of each form of pay in the total compensation, and what should be the pay structures, how the payment of one employee differs from another employee. Okay, so competitive pay levels, okay, based on the analysis, based on the survey and based on the analysis, and after considering the internal pressures and the external pressures, the company will decide finally how much to pay. So basically, as we have learned, the company may decide to pay more than the competition, less than the competition, or more or less equal to the competition. We have considered all the aspects of this. Then mix. Okay, the decision on the mix of pay. Mix of pay means what forms. Okay, whether the compensation should include base pay. Definitely base pay is compulsory. Then other than that, benefits, allowances, employee stock options, okay, and so on, bonuses and so on. Again, once the forms are decided, what should be the proportion of each form? What should be the percentage of base pay in the total compensation? What should be the percentage of, okay, employee stock options in the total compensation? What should be the percentage of bonus in the total compensation? What should be the percentage of benefits or allowances in the total compensation? So that decision is made. Again, while doing it, okay, the company need to consider what is the pay mix of the competitors. Okay, say for example, if a new pharmaceutical company is constructing this pay levels, mix and structures, definitely they will compare, okay, GlaxoSmithKline and Beecham, the market leader in India, okay, then Ranbaxy followed by Ranbaxy. Okay, so how much GSK, GlaxoSmithKline Beecham, short form is GSK company is paying, what is the total compensation and what are the different forms of a base, bonus, employee stock options, if any, benefits, and what is the percentage of or proportion of a base pay in the total compensation, what is the proportion of bonus in the total compensation. So those aspects are considered. That was the objective of this chapter, to learn what competitors pay and in what forms, and what is the proportion of each form of pay in the total compensation. Then structures or the hierarchies. Okay, so if the company decides to consider the approach of market pricing, means ignore the internal pressures and largely design an internal alignment based on the external factors like how much the competitors are paying and what is their pay structure. Okay, so in that case, the company ignores the internal alignment, internal pressures, and they go ahead and design a internal alignment based on the external competitiveness. Okay, they create the structure in a way which is more competitive in the market in order to attract the best talent in the labor market. Okay, so that's all from this chapter. So quickly, I'll just take you through the 6 stages through which we went across this chapter or throughout this chapter. Okay, so that I can summarize. Yeah. So determining externally competitive pay levels and structures. Pay level, how much to pay, mix, what should be the different forms of pay, and structure the hierarchies. Okay, so determining the externally competitive pay policy requires the company to go through this process of specify policy, select the market, design survey, draw policy lines. Okay, the first two we considered in the class first session. Then the third stage was slightly lengthy. It was considered in the part 2 or class 2 or session 2. Okay, then today these are relatively smaller. So we learned about stage 4, draw policy lines. Stage 5, merge internal and external pressures and construct a market line. And then finally determining the competitive pay levels, how much to pay, what forms to pay, in what forms to pay, and what should be the hierarchy. Okay, so that's the end of chapter number 8, which was related to external competitiveness. So there were 2 chapters related to external competitiveness. In next class, we are going to make a beginning to learn the third policy choice, employee contributions. Okay, yeah. So now, if you have any questions related to this, okay, kindly let me know. I think I will stop sharing for the moment. Yes, dear students, okay, you should know it's an online class. You are not in front of me. I cannot see you. If you do not speak, what should I understand? Yes. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
No, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so gallery view. Okay, 1 of 2. It's 2 of 2. Okay, so any questions?
No questions, sir.
Okay, so then do you have any information to share about the subject compensation? Yes, students.
New news.
Yeah, anyone has read anything? Okay, so just let me go through this news article. That is what I kept on telling you. Okay, that just from one source. Just from one source, I'm able to gather information about any subject literally. Okay. Okay, so this is a news article from November 5, 2020, just yesterday. Average pay hike at 6.1% this year to be 7.3% in 2021 based on a survey conducted in India. So I repeat, average pay hike at 6.1% this year. It will be 7.3% in 2021 based on a survey. 71% of companies in India provided salary increases in 2020. Okay. So news articles like this will broaden your knowledge. Okay. Enable you to understand the subject and concepts. And to a greater extent or to the greatest extent, okay, if you can remember these news articles and if you can answer the job interview questions or speak something during the group discussion based on this news article, okay, there definitely those answers based on these news articles will ensure job to you. Okay, not one, okay, many students including the previous guest lecture in retailing management, okay, Miss Hemani has told, okay, how by answering the interview questions based on such information fetch her a job. Okay, but anyway, it all depends. So the one who needs job will develop a habit of reading, and reading alone is not enough. You need to share the news. You need to discuss the news. You need to analyze the news. Only then you will remember it. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead with the news. Companies in India doled out an average salary increase of 6.1% this year, the lowest in more than a decade amid the coronavirus-induced economic slowdown, but are expected to give a pay hike of 7.3% in 2021, says the survey. Okay. So the 6.1% pay hike, what is given on an average among the companies conducted, okay, among the companies on whom survey is conducted. This year, 76.1% pay hike is given by 71% of the companies. Okay, which is the lowest compared to many previous years. It is because of the economic slowdown which was induced by the pandemic. The survey by a leading global professional services firm, okay, which company has conducted? It's a global professional services firm, Aon PLC. On Wednesday showed organizations in the country have shown tremendous resilience despite the COVID-19 challenges and are betting on recovery. As many as 87% companies plan to give salary increase in 2021 compared to 71% in 2020. So in 2020, about among the companies which have been surveyed, please remember, among the companies which have been surveyed, 71% of the companies have given a pay hike to their employees, and that average pay hike is 6.1%. According to the survey, companies in India gave an average pay increase of 6.1% during 2020, which is the lowest since 2009. Okay, and the average was 6.3. The latest salary trend survey in India also noted that companies in India will give an average pay hike of 7.3% in 2021. As per the findings based on the analysis of data across, okay, it is mentioned here, 1050 companies have been interviewed. See, even in the previous chapter which we completed, you can recall that to develop a competitive pay structure, the company has to conduct a survey of its competitors on, okay, how much compensation they are paying for the same jobs. Okay, so something like that kind of a survey is conducted here, but it is not to determine the external competitiveness. It is in order to find out, okay, how many companies have paid the given the pay hike or salary increase and what is the average pay hike in 2020. So survey sample size total 1050 companies. Okay, so just let me check it. Yeah, correct. It is a 10501 analysis of data across 1050 companies from more than 20 industries. 1050 companies. Survey is conducted among 1050 companies from more than 20 industries. Okay. This is all is the data. Okay, so despite the gravity of the COVID-19 pandemic in India and its deep impact on the economy, organizations in India have shown tremendous resilience. Same information is repeated again and again. Okay, so further Sethi said business and HR leaders made hard decisions in second and third quarters of 2020 and are now betting on the green shoots of improving consumer demand. They see the need to invest in talent as a critical part of their recovery and growth prospects. So, dear students, that is the reason why even among this pandemic, for next year, many companies are recruiting MBA freshers as well as engineers, as they expect an increase in demand in coming months. So by the next year, okay, the company should have sufficient talented employees. So please prepare yourself for better opportunities. Read business news, speak, share information, discuss and analyze. Okay. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. What I feel. Now 4 minutes are remaining. I will try to take attendance. Okay. So I'll say stop share. Okay. Okay. Your attendance, please. Aishwarya.
Present.
Akshay Kulkarni.
Present, sir.
Ankita.
Present, sir.
Apeksha.
Present, sir.
Arpita. Arpita is absent. Ashutosh. Ashutosh is present, it looks like. Huh?
He's present, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Ashwini.
Yes, sir.
Geeta. Geeta is present. Okay.
Absent, sir.
Yeah. And then Geetanjali is present.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Meghna Kalburgi. She is there?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Then Meghna Lokhande.
Present, sir.
Then Navya. Sorry, Nagaratna. Nagaratna first.
Present, sir. So Nagaratna present, sir.
Yeah, Nagaratna present. Navya.
Present, sir.
Nidhi.
Yes, sir.
Then Nikita is present. It looks like Nikita.
She's present, sir.
Yeah. Then Pooja.
Yes, sir.
Pranjali. Pranjali is present. Yes. Okay. Then Prema.
Present, sir.
Priya. Priya is present or absent? Varsha is present.
So Priya
Then
is present.
there, sir.
Priya is also present. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Then Varsha is present. Samuel.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Samuel. Samuel, can we see him or no?
No, sir.
Sir, absent seems.
Okay. Then Sharan. Sharan is absent today.
He's present, sir.
Present. Sharayu.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Shilpa.
Sir.
Then Shreya. Yeah. Srinidhi.
Present, sir.
Shweta Kokne.
Present, sir.
Then Snehal. Nehal is absent.
Sir, absent it seems.
Suchitra, present. Yes. Maruf is present. Vaishnavi.
Present, sir.
Yeah, Vaishnavi is present. Then Nishad,
Yes, sir. Present.
present. Okay, so then I will not continue. Okay, the chapter is over. News article is discussed. Attendance is taken. Okay, so thank you one and all. Okay, happy weekend to
Thank
all
you,
of
sir.
you. Have good time.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Happy weekend.
Yeah, happy weekend. I'm going to end
Happy
meeting.
weekend, sir.
Happy weekend.